Okay, here we go. Right? Okay, what does this sound like? Ooh, it's kind of like we're stepping up here. Let me show you how I took these random notes and made this song with it. So when I first looked at this random melody, the shape stood out to me. There's this little repeating pattern in it. We have a skip up and then a step down. Skip up and then another step down. I like this little movement so much, I decided to add an F at the end of this 6-note figure to then have that motion repeated for a third time as well. So now we have before coming back down to the B flat again. So the first thing that came to me after fixing the melody a little bit was this. The musicians might notice that this is in 7/4. All it means is that the rhythm is very interesting, a little non-standard, so it has this nice open floating feeling to it. The next thing I wanted to do was approach the first section in a different way than I have previously. I've done this challenge 3 other times, and each time, one time through the random melody was equal to one section. But this time I wanted to try to see if I could change that. So I decided pretty early on that I wanted to try to go through this melody twice in that first section and see if I could get something interesting out of just that idea. My favorite moment in this A section is when we get to that E flat major 7 sus2 chord in the 8th measure. I think it just is such an incredible moment of arrival. And I love that moment so much that I decided that that's going to be the chord that defines the next section. I knew I needed to go back to that. So that's how we get into the B section here. Now I pull away from that random melody because we just heard it twice. And so the melody at the B section is just something that I created myself. And to me, the section really has a flying feeling to it. I think it's about the beauty of that E flat chord. I think it's the simplicity of the melody. I think all of that combines to make this be such a very impactful moment at this B section here. Something else you'll notice is that the time signature does change. We're at 7/4 in the first half of that B section, and then the second half we're at 8/4. That's because I knew I wanted us to get more grounded so that the end of the piece, it feels more stable than the beginning of that piece. Before we move on, I just want to note one more jazz nerdy type thing. I do love that F7 add 4 chord at the very end. So there's this clash in there, and I think it just adds a little bit of tension and color to what would otherwise be a pretty simple chord. The goal of the C section really is just to wind everything down. I wanted to go from the emotional high of that flying sensation in that B section and just land the plane. And so part of that is we're going to return to that B flat pedal. The beginning of the song opened up with that simple, just B flat. And then at the C section, again, we don't have just quite that. We have other notes on top, but that B flat returns as a pedal note in the bass, which means that it's constantly in the bass with everything else moving on top of it. And I think it's very poetic that we start the piece with just a B flat, and then we end the piece with that B flat, still holding on throughout the whole progression in that bass. So I really think that this composition in particular takes the listener on an emotional journey, with that payoff being right at that B section. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, give me a like. Type in the comments what you think about the piece and what other challenges you might like to see me do in the future. You can also check out my other attempts at this random melody challenge and other composition challenges that I've completed on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.